Okay, we are live, Dave. It's a pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So this is the first time Dave and I have met. Dave is our speaker from Google My Business. We're very excited. So why don't you tell us a little bit about you, Dave, and your company and how you got speaking with Google?
So I'm Dave Delaney. I'm from Toronto originally and live in Nashville, Tennessee. I've been here about 12 years now.
So it's an upgrade from the winter.
Well, yeah, partial upgrade. I mean, it's still cold here, but it's definitely better here than it is there for sure.
So I'm originally from Minnesota and I live in Chicago now. And It's never really winter here. Just they complain all the time, but it's just not.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, you guys have it way worse or had it way worse.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I've been speaking with Google for almost about a year and a half, I guess. There's a team of us who are all official Google speakers who speak on Google's behalf in this program, and I'm lucky enough to be able to travel the country and to Canada to speak at Grow events and then other events as well, like yours. So I'm really excited to come.
Very excited.
Here in person.
Yeah, last year Aaron was here. Mm-hmm. You know Aaron?
Yeah, Aaron's great. Yeah.
Aaron, I worked with Aaron at Constant Contact.
Okay.
And then when we both moved on, I mean, we still do stuff. I do stuff for Constant Contact. I believe she does too. But when the speaking program went away, we both moved on. And she was great last year. And I'm very excited to have you come.
Yeah, I'm excited to be there. Yeah, and she's great. She's fantastic. We hung out in Mountain View at Google. I guess a number of months back when we were there to do some training and all this good stuff. So I'll tell you something funny while I was there.
Went to do training. It's not all just fun. Google
brought you. Well, you know, you got to work a little bit. I'll tell you something funny. So I'm an old school nerd, and my wife got me a retro Commodore 64 T-shirt when I was for Christmas, or 2 years ago, I guess. And so when we were in Mountain View, I wasn't even thinking about it. And I'm walking around San Jose in this Commodore 64 T-shirt. And if you want to make friends in the Valley, that's how you do it. I had people stop me on the street.
Everyone had a comment, I bet.
Oh yeah, everybody did. Yeah. Although it was my second computer. My first one was a TRS-80, a Tandy.
So was mine.
Nice. Actually. That's awesome. Yeah.
Radio Shack, right?
Yeah, all the way with the tape recorder drive. And that's right.
I think we just dated ourselves.
We definitely did. Yeah. I know it's funny because when I speak, I tell folks about running a BBS on my Commodore 64 in about 1983. And most people are like,
just to get it up and started, you had to put like 12 discs in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That and I started with like a 90 baud modem and went up to once I got to like a 2400 baud modem, I was like, woo! It's amazing.
I was watching an old rerun of ER the other night, and because I had nothing to do, right, and I needed to clear my mind,
Sure.
And they had just got their first desktop computer and to communicate to the other ERs, and you could hear the modem noise, and I thought I would die laughing.
Yeah. I actually had that as a ringtone for the longest time.
Did you? Okay, maybe you're more of a geek than I am, and I'm pretty much a geek.
Brings back good memories. What can I say?
It does. So let's talk about what you're going to tell them at the event about Google.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a presentation called Reach Customers Online with Google. And what it is it encapsulates, it covers a lot of different ground. It covers one of the most important points, which is having a Google My Business profile for your business. And these business profiles are so important because, you know, it's what comes up when people search in that right box on your desktop. And so it's really important to have that come up, but then also to be able to control the information there by being verified, and that gets you on the map as well. So this is all really important. So I'll be talking about that and some best practices there. I'll be talking about a little bit about email marketing, a little bit about social media marketing that people always are curious about, a little bit about content marketing, all these important aspects of digital marketing as a whole, and how to use Google to help drive people to your website so that they can hopefully do business with you.
Yes. And the fact that you can't not be there. When I speak, I always ask them, how many of you have a Google My Business listing? And when I'm in a room where like two people raise their hand, I tell them, if the only thing you take away today, the only thing is you go back, you sit down and you put yourself on Google.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and one of the best features of it, or I guess one of the features too, is that it's free. So it doesn't cost anything to do this. In fact, aside from advertising, almost all, I think just about everything that Google offers is free. So it's silly not to jump on and do this stuff. And most of it is designed in a way, I would say most of it is designed in a way to make it pretty easy. So even if you're a novice or, computers scare you or anything like that, it's not too hard to be able to go through the steps to get yourself listed. So it's an important step.
It is a very important step. I don't know if you know Eli. He's one of the gentlemen who's doing a master class on SEO.
Great.
And he is a Google partner, and he'll be able to verify people right away on the day if they want to do that. Okay. And then we have all the swag and the postcards so that we can also get people verified. So we want to get people onto Google so that their businesses can be found. It's very important.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And I will have my staff there too to help out.
Great. Yeah.
So how long have you been speaking for Google? You said just over a year, did you say?
Yeah, I think we're a year and a half now, or maybe a little more than that.
Okay, that's very exciting. And what is the biggest thing besides being on Google My Business that you are going to try to help people understand?
That's a good question. I mean, one of the things that I absolutely love about it, and I encourage the audience to do, is ask me questions. Like, stop me and ask me questions. And of course, if it starts to take a little too long, I always make a point to wait around afterwards and make sure that I answer everybody's questions to the best.
Well, that we have a VIP lounge this year,
right?
So that those people who have VIP or all access passes can go right in, and that's where you'll spend your day. So they can find you. And it's going to be great because we have 60 minutes, but you can only get so much in 60 minutes. And everyone wants a little piece of that conversation. So we've structured it so they can talk to you.
Yeah, and I'll be there to answer those questions. So I'm excited about it. I mean, I think oftentimes we get questions about SEO, search engine optimization, and like how to get your site on the first position in Google. Yeah. And I always joke that if I knew that, I'd be like sitting on a yacht drinking pina coladas.
Well, and once you know it, they change it, right?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of working parts of it, but I'll talk through some of the best practices for SEO. You can never guarantee someone some position on Google, but what this will do is at least help people optimize their websites or think about the content they're producing or the content that they should be producing.
Right, because it's harder to get that organic reach now because we have the ads, we have the local, and then we have just those few at the bottom that are organic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And are you going to talk about the symbiotic relationship between YouTube and Google?
Yeah, I'll probably talk a little bit about that too. I mean, a lot of people don't realize that the second most popular search engine is the one you're on right now, YouTube.
Yes, it is.
Right. So there's a lot of value in, producing great video like you're doing now. Hopefully it's great. I don't know how I'm doing.
It's great. This is my 5th interview with a group. And I have 2 more actually this afternoon. Everything is coming in at the beginning of this week. And they're getting lots of views, and it's great to get the information out. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because I know when you're done, you're going to share it, right? When we're done here?
Definitely, yeah. I'll share it for sure.
Yeah, so being on Google, we're talking about the symbiotic relationship and what it means because SEO in YouTube is just as important as SEO on Google because you can use those same keywords and it increases your ranking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I keep saying absolutely for some strange reason. So if it's a drinking game.
I agree. I think that's wonderful.
Yes, YouTube is extremely important and it is its own search engine in a way, but it also works with Google, of course. So I've done searches for things and a video has come up on YouTube first. And if you have optimized, the way that you have a YouTube video configured, for example, a lot of people will create a YouTube video and they'll neglect adding a description. And that description is a good value. Also, that's a place where you can add a link. So somebody can watch a video and then click that link and go over and go over to your site or sign up for a newsletter or make a purchase of something. So that's often a neglected thing that's missed. So I'll be talking about that and some other tips about using YouTube too.
That's great. So are you looking forward? Have you been to Chicago before?
I have, yes. Actually, my wife and kids and I spent St. Patrick's Day there last year, which was fun. So we did New York the year before that.
Okay.
I don't know why we're doing like St. Patrick's Day is sort of Valentine's Day for my wife and I because we met in Ireland.
Okay. That's okay.
So, yeah.
Did you watch them dye the river green?
We did. We took the cruise. We actually did two of them. We did the first cruise we did the the architecture tour, which is fantastic.
Fabulous. Yep.
Yeah. And then we did the dyeing of the river one as well. So that was great. And we went to I have a background. I studied improv comedy with Second City in Toronto.
Oh, so you went to Second City too?
We didn't go to Second City, but just because of our kids are still a little young.
Okay.
It can be a little risque. So we went to Theater Sports, which is amazing.
Okay.
In Chicago, which I highly recommend. Very family friendly and just a lot of fun. Very good. And we did Tony and Tina's wedding as well.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a hoot.
So for our attendees who are coming in from out of town, we structured this on a Monday so that they could come in on a Sunday. We're having the VIP networking event on Sunday night, the cocktail time thing. And so they could come in on Saturday and take advantage of the city, which is great.
Definitely. If you don't have tickets to Chicago yet, I highly recommend that too.
Yeah.
We did that as well. It was just as we were going to go see Chicago what am I looking for? Not Chicago. The big musical. Hamilton. Sorry. Thank you.
It's okay. I didn't know when you went, so I had to step back. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were going to go see Hamilton in New York, but tickets when we were there were like $1,500 a pop.
Yep.
So they were a little more affordable in Chicago, and the casts were fantastic. So we did that. So I recommend doing that if you get some downtime.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I'm just so excited that you're coming, and we're working. We spent the whole morning getting things, getting all the things we had to order ready for the conference today because we're down to 2 weeks. Yeah,
I know, it's amazing.
It is amazing. Now it's like running down the tracks at me. We have 2 weeks.
Right. I've organized events and conferences over the years myself, and I love it when you get to the point where you're like, it's showtime. Like there's nothing else you can do. It just has to run.
Right. No, this is the big week. 2 weeks out is the big week. All the procrastinators are now signing up, right?
Yeah.
And all the little things need to be ordered, and I have to get all the stuff from the speakers, but it's also exciting. So I'm hoping by Monday of next week, I'm closer to that point.
Yeah. Let's hope.
Oh, come on, be more positive about that.
Oh, I think you'll be good. I think you'll be in perfect shape. I think you will be completely ready to go.
I will too.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you want to share with our viewers or our potential viewers who will watch later about seeing Google at the event and what they're going to get?
Yeah, I think as I said, I really do encourage questions. So oftentimes, you might feel like you have a really embarrassing question but if you ask the question that you think is just embarrassing and maybe it's too silly or something, there are no too silly questions. And when you ask that question, you become like a hero to other people in the audience that didn't have the courage to go and ask that question. So I always encourage you, as silly as you may think that question is, to go ahead and ask it because you'll be the hero. You'll be helping other people that way too. So, but I'll be around and I'll be there to help you also. I'm really looking forward to coming. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're looking forward to having you with us, and we will see you on Sunday the 24th.
Yes, I will be there. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you so much, Dave, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.